let's go ahead and briefly touch on the Thursday night football game, the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. All right. I don't think that there's a lot to be said about this one, although that Fields may have played his last game as a quarterback as a New York Jet, which is interesting. News just broke. But let's start off with Colby. His thoughts on the win, things that you noticed. A big loss with Milton Williams out for the next at least 4 weeks. But thoughts on this one? What's going on?
Yeah, man, that's probably like one of the biggest storylines of this game. And it's a short week, too. It's a short week for the Patriots. It's a short week for the Jets. And it was just a sloppy game overall. You could tell both of these teams were exhausted. They were tired. I said in the preview, this is just one of those games where both teams are going to want to run the football, dominate time possession, and just squeak out an ugly win. It's not about having the prettiest thing, on paper. And so that's exactly what this game was. Milton Williams goes down on the first defensive drive, gets rolled up on by Christian Barmore. It's a really interesting situation at that too, Dan, because I saw him get off and wiggle off to the sideline. He got up off under his own power. He looked like, all right, he's in a little bit of pain. Maybe he'll return. He's listed as questionable. He comes back in the game into the second half, and then Mike Vrabel pulls him out and says, nah, we just want to get ahead of this and make sure over the next couple of days you're good. And then the next day, they put him on the injured reserve, meaning he's going to miss at minimum the next 4 games, meaning he's missing the game against Buffalo, meaning he's missing the game against the Ravens, and the soonest he comes back is that game on the road against the Jets in a few weeks. And so, weird storyline there, big loss to the Patriots, obviously, but when I'm looking at this one, Drake May, just a really, really great day for him. The stat sheet does not show just how good he actually was with some drops that were in there. I mean, 25 of 34, 281 yards, 11.2 yards per throw, 1 touchdown, 0 turnovers, sacked only 1 time, and an overall rating of 107.6 to go along with another 2 yards on 4 carries on the ground. If the receivers just caught the football and just did their jobs, Drake May could have been pretty close, fairly close to 400 yards passing, easily goes over 300, 2 bombs, 2 beautiful, accurate passes deep down the field, 1 to Matt Collins, 1 to Stephon Diggs, 2 plays that both of those guys always make, ultimately didn't come up with those, and so that certainly did hurt the Patriots. You see 27 there on the scoreboard. This should have been a blowout by the Patriots. It easily could have. Patriots easily should have gotten to 30 points, but missed opportunities, a missed field goal, which kind of kept this game, in hindsight, looking a little bit closer than in reality it should. Travion Henderson is here, though. 5 touchdowns in 5 days. He comes out here with another 3 touchdowns. I mean, 19 carries, 62 total yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air. I mean, his ability to just stiff arm guys and run through, and the Patriots pushing the pocket. We saw in this game that it wasn't just speed, that Travion Henderson is also building up that power to his game also, which is great to see. Stephon Diggs just absolutely hooked the New York Jets. Point blank, period. I mean, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 105 yards. Matt Collins with another couple of good plays there too. Again, it wasn't all pretty. I think that the Patriots defense, they allow another opening drive touchdown, and I told you guys that was going to happen. I heard Jets fans around me saying, all right, we might be in this game. We just, on the first drive, went down and scored. No, that's what the Patriots do. That is their issue with defense. They allow opposing offenses every single week to, on their first opening drive, go down the field and score on them. After that, they lock up. I thought there were some issues in the secondary. There were some issues with missed tackling. Keeping Justin Fields, just in the pocket and prevent him from scrambling was a big issue for the Patriots, but you knew that's how Fields was going to win. It was just quarterback draw, quarterback draw, quarterback draw. Every time this guy passed the football, it was either a horrific pass by him or it was a drop by A.D. Mitchell. And so at the end of the day, like you alluded to, Dan, there's not really too much to say about this. The Patriots won a game that they should have won. I know everybody tried to say maybe there's a chance the Jets win this game because they won 2 in a row. You're never coming into Foxborough on a short week and winning this football game. The Patriots remain the only team undefeated in the AFC East. They continue to remain dominant, and now it's on to Cincinnati.
It's on to Cincinnati. All right. Hey, nice little blast from the past there from the Belichick days.
Without Jamar Chase.
From the Belichick days there. Richie, what's going on, man? Thoughts on this game and the state of the New York Jets?
Yeah, man. I mean, that game was very frustrating from a Jets fan perspective. You're winning 2 in a row in away, and you want to go out there in prime time and try to get, an upset where you're underdogs by double digits. I mean, as much as every Jets fan knew, like, we were probably going to lose that game. But, from a Jets fan perspective like me, it's just you want to see some hope. You never know, division games. You go in with that, open mind. You can call it delusional. I don't care. I'll admit it. Yeah, there's a deluded part of you as a fan that just maybe your team can pull off something. But at the end of the day, the Jets proved that that's not the case. And when the Jets did open up the game with that touchdown touchdown drive. I knew the reality that the Patriots always do that. And I said that on my live show. Like, well, the Patriots always give, like, they're always down in the first, like, every time I watch a Patriots game, they're losing in the first, like, second of the game, but then they always win the games, right? So I think that I always said the second possession is going to tell me if the Jets can do something in this one. What happens on the second possession? 3 and out for the offense. The only way the New York Jets were going to pull off that upset was simple: offense. I knew the defense was going to do their job, and not their job to shut down, but limit them enough to keep them in the game to maybe win it at the end. But if this offense could not do anything, and that was the definition of the game for the Jets' perspective, is how inconsistent their offense was. They only had 2 good drives, which resulted in touchdowns. All the other drives were just pathetic. And Justin Fields and A.D. Mitchell in his debut dropping passes. Offensive line doing their job relatively, but it was just a quarterback position. There's a reason why the Jets are going to Tyrod Taylor for a reason. So the Jets' offense is limited, and the Jets played tough. The defense, I think, did their job. I obviously wasn't perfect. You give up 4 touchdowns, but against a red-hot team like the Patriots, I felt like the defense showed enough where if we had some type of offense to get this game into 5 minutes remaining, and it's like a 3-point game, and that's where really things get tight, we couldn't get to that point. We couldn't because of how bad the Jets offense are. And the last thing I'll say about the Patriots too, they played mistake-free football. The New York Jets did not. The Jets had one too many mistakes, and they did not take advantage of big plays. The New England Patriots took advantage every single play that was on the table for them, and they played fundamental, sound, complementary football. And that's the culture that Mike Vrabel has built with. And Drake May, he's just in command. Like, you can just tell the difference between Drake May and Justin Fields just from this game alone, of how in command, understanding things mentally more than anything. And I think the processing of Drake May at that age is impressive, and you can see it in that game in particular. So credit to the Patriots, and they improved to 9-2.
Yeah, Richie, Stevenson's and Brownlee also both had some rough moments. More specifically, Brownlee. I mean, he just had some really difficult moments, and not even in terms of coverage, just fundamental football. And A.D. Mitchell, man, Richie, I know it's early on, and I'm not saying, hey, this is what it's going to be forever, but I told you, A.D. Mitchell is athletic. He's a good route runner. His problem is
fantastic until he drops
that is the hardest part. 3 drops in this game, Richie. 3 drops in this game. He's had 6 drops last season, 6 drops the season before. He already has half the amount of drops in his first game with the New York Jets. That's absolutely insane. And by the way, too, for everyone saying Gonzo got cooked, Gonzo was targeted 7 times, 1 total catch allowed, 2 total yards allowed, a pass defended, 5 tackles, and 0 touchdowns. So you missed me.
Well, he just got. They say that because of that one play that
one play that A.D. Mitchell did cook him on, but then
on a route, he cooked him on a route and then dropped the pass.
Yeah,
so you can't really say you cooked if you didn't.
Gonzo was probably like, "Oh, it's A.D. Mitchell."
And so I will start off my analysis by running victory laps and saying that A.D. Mitchell was a bum pre-draft.
And I'm also not giving up on A.D. Mitchell. I don't think that game is going to define him. I think he's going to bounce back.
He's going to bounce back.
Yeah, you think A.D. Mitchell's about to bounce back, man? Listen,
I'm like shocked. I was like, dude, that's the best receiver I've seen on the Jets since Garrett Wilson that can run a route like that size. I'm like, you can just catch the ball. They can figure that out.
Yeah. Work on them hands, man. Work on those hands, young man. We'll
run a route, man. He's big.
Yeah, man. We'll see how Fernando Mendoza does with that receiving core next year, right? Yeah. We'll see what's going on. Maybe it's a Diego Pavia. Who knows who's going to be slinging the rock over in New York next year. But Richie, you and I had the exact same thought process. I'm pretty sure that I tweeted it because as somebody that is obviously hoping that the Patriots drop a couple of games, right? I was not bought in at all when the Jets ended up marching down the field on a scripted drive and scored virtually with ease, looking the best that they have offensively all season long. I was not bought in. I still knew that I needed this Jets team to show me that they weren't going to go 3 and out immediately on that second attempt. And what happens? That is exactly what happens. Vrabel and most good defensive-minded head coaches like for offenses to show you their pitches on the first drive so that they can make appropriate adjustments. And that's exactly what happened. Sometimes it takes defensive-minded head coaches a bit longer to make adjustments, but all he needed was just one drive by itself. I really think that this Patriots team is really hitting their stride as far as Drake May being able to not particularly show any trends that make defensive coordinators comfortable into having a uniform boilerplate type defensive game plan. It's each and every single week where somebody different ends up leading in targets, like really being able to take advantage of mismatches, and you don't know who is going to hurt you in the pass game. Now that we're seeing a bit of an improvement from Trevion Henderson as well, I think this offense is now hitting a new stride. Very interested to see because because this Patriots team, I think one of the biggest reasons why they have been so good this year has been their ability to take away the run. Really curious to see how they look in these next coming weeks with Milton Williams out. It's just one player. It's just one player, but I am still very curious nonetheless. Good win from the Pats. Should have beat them. And you did. TD.
Have we heard TD talk yet this show?
That's a bag. I don't think we did.
Like, actually, like I'm actually serious. 18 minutes in, TD, have you said a word? Have we called on you once? I feel like
we asked him how he was doing. He said that he said no victory shades because he's grown used to it, and that's what they're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, that's the last we heard from him. You're right.
Yeah. It's been 16 minutes since I talked because y'all don't love me no more, See, we get on top of the division.
Too much for us to handle.
No, we love you, bro.
We get on top of the division with a win streak, and now y'all hate, but it's all right. Y'all see we coming. Listen, man, I don't even know why we talk about anything related to the Jets, man.
All right, let's move on. So we don't have to go. We don't got to.
No. First of all, congratulations, Kobe. Y'all continuing to win.
9-2.
How many games is that now in a row?
8 in a row.
8 is that the longest win streak in the NFL? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Best teams in the NFL.
The Broncos. Either the Broncos are tied with them, maybe.
Nah,
I think we have the longest winning streak, but they have the same record.
Y'all better than them, Kobe. Don't worry about it. But listen, the Patriots just took care of Patriot business. This is a division rival. Games typically are tough. And, I summed this game up perfectly during the game because I forgot who it was. They were asking me, hey, is it close? How's it going? And I said, the reality is the Patriots are coasting, doing what they're supposed to do, one drive at a time. And the Jets are just trying to survive and hang in there and hope that they can keep having a chance. And they did that for quite some time, actually, in this game. It was never really out of crazy reach until we got, late in the game. So this is exactly how I expected it to go. And now I thought that the Patriots would probably put up maybe another touchdown or something, get in the 30s to a low scoring Jets. But Patriots just benched Justin Fields. His career with the Jets is pretty much over. That whole project is over unless Tyrod gets hurt. And listen, I don't know how you feel, Richie. Maybe he gives y'all a better chance to win, Tyrod. And
what Tyrod does, what simply
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod does, TD, which I like, is this. We can evaluate our pass attack moving forward. You can't. A.D. Mitchell, for example, and John Mechie are two new receivers. We can't evaluate them because Fields can't throw consistently.
So bad,
Tyrod is at least just going to throw the ball. Like, that's like the most thing about Fields that's most frustrating, bro. The guy doesn't throw the ball.
I told you this all season, Richie.
I knew it, TD. You think I didn't know this? I knew it too, all off season long. I mean, we all knew that. We knew what his strengths and weaknesses were. So,
but you know what? This is what people like King Lowski and all y'all Jets fans that come on here talking that trash all summer. This is what you get. This is what you deserve. Zach Wilson would have not have been worse than what y'all got out of Justin Fields. I don't care how bad Zach Wilson is. Y'all would have.
Zach Wilson would have been a better option.
Yes.
No, you know what's funny? You know who the Broncos? You remember the 2022 Jets when Zach Wilson was 7-2 with the Jets, like 7-4? Remember that season? You know who the same version of the team is this year? The Broncos, but they win every game. Like that, what the Broncos are doing is what the Jets did early on in that season. Elite defense, terrible offense, somehow winning games. That's
but Richie, somehow I believe y'all would have had 4 to 5 wins with Zach Wilson right now.
I don't know. I don't think, dude, Zach Wilson was awful, bro. Like, I think we're forgetting how terrible he was at processing the field.
Listen,
dude, he can't even beat Quinn Ewers in the quarterback room. Don't even go there with Zach Wilson. At least Justin Fields can give you something with running. I mean, he can't throw the ball, obviously, but
this is Justin Fields processing. He hiked the ball and say, "Oh man, I don't know how to read. Run." Like that's all. Oh, I see a guy over the middle. Let me throw it 2 feet in front of him or 2 feet behind him.
And the one great throw he had was dropped. So
Zach Wilson was never the problem. Is crazy.
Don't listen to Jets forever. He's like he's a bot. Like he is Zach Wilson's cousin or something. promise you.
Listen,
Dude, no. That Jets forever is Zach Wilson's mom's friend. That's what that is.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
Listen, man, all I'm saying is the Jets, you'll be better off tanking, man. You're tanking anyway without tanking because you're
Tyrod is not giving the Jets a better chance to win. It's giving the offense, like in this offensive coordinator, a chance to call plays where you don't have a limited quarterback. You know, like the coaching staff isn't even calling plays.
Tyrod is a backup, though. He's a solid backup.
Yeah, but Tyrod simply is this. He throws the ball down the field like quick decisions and can throw. That's all I want. Like I want the ball to be thrown. That's it.
Better though. That'll help you win a game or two that you wouldn't have won otherwise.
Yeah, probably.
So just make that draft stock worse. But
This is how I operate with the draft. This is this simple. It's out of my control. Whether I root for a win or loss makes no impact on the field. So I don't go crazy over it. And I just surrender to the moment, surrender to what happens. We win, great. We lose, we don't. And then when the season's done, look at the draft pick and then you do the mock drafts. I'm sick of people hyperfixating. Oh, you got to tank, got to lose, got to do this. It's out of our control. Why hyperfixate over it? Drive you mad if you do it that way.
But what I will say is I'm happy for Justin Fields for at least getting a mini bag in his career.
And also, don't forget, TD, the Jets did bench Justin Fields already. Remember, he got benched at halftime.
And they brought
Tyrod went out there, but then the next game, Tyrod was injured. So they went back to Fields, and then Fields beat the Bengals. And then Fields beat the Bengals, and then he beat the Browns. And the Jets are like, all right, I mean, Fields is now 2 in a row. We can't pull him now. He's got a short leash. If he goes out there and has another stinker, he's done. And then he went out there and the Patriots had that stinker, so now he's done. Like, let's not forget, this is not the first time the Jets benched Justin Fields. He was supposed to already be benched.
Yeah, so listen, man, this game really, the Jets are in the situation they're in. And the reality is this game was really about the Patriots continuing their dominance and showing that they're not going to sleep on bad teams like Buffalo does. Stay the course and keep playing good football. So that's all it is. Big up to the Patriots continuing their journey of winning the AFC East hands down without debate.
But first, we need to give a giant shout out to our good friends over on Sleeper. Folks, Sleeper, bar none, one of the best player prop platforms on the market today. Signing up, you get a free $20. So say, for example, that you want to put down a player prop parlay on the Dallas Cowboys offense versus that, whatever you want to call it, over in Las Vegas. It is a risk-free move as long as you end up signing up for it. And get this, by the time that you put down a deposit, they're also matching 100% of that all the way up to $100. Folks, go on ahead, sign up for Sleeper. Nice proud partner of the show.